hindi talaga ako naniniwala sa mga sanib-sanib. Pero simula nung naranasan ko yun, saka na lang ako naniwala.
An exorcism is a ritual that is used by the church in order to drive out evil spirits. Technically, that is it. Okay, so you refer to a definite ritual, okay, which is placed in in the new rite. It is part of the sacramentals and blessings. It is a sacramental in the sense that it is a prayer of the church, that directly commands a demon to be gone from the one possessor. Possession naman is, Tagalog niya ang possession, sapi. So, I think that pagsanib, sapi or sanib, that I think is the clearest definition, pagsanib ng isang masamang espiritu sa katawan ng isang tao. So remember that in a possession, the evil spirit, the demon, does not take over the soul of a person, but simply takes over the body of the person. Thus, he deprives the person of the freedom to use his will. Okay, so nako-compromise yung freedom of will niya dahil somebody takes control over the body, but not the soul. The soul remains there, but it is incapable of exercising spiritual faculties.
Mula nung bata ko nakakita ko na isang sobrang gandang babae, sobrang puti niya, tsaka ang pula ng labi niya. Pero nakalutang siya. Parang sinusulo niya ako. Sabi niya sa akin, halika dito, halika. Minsan nakikita ko pa din siya dun sa may kusina namin. Pero hindi na niya ako sinusulo.
Well, basically, the cause of possession would definitely be the hatred of the devil towards God. That's basically why he possesses. Simply hatred. He hates God so much that he wants to humiliate the human being, in as much as the human being was created in the image and likeness of God. So the devil cannot harm God. So what he does is he humiliates the image and likeness of God, who is man, who is the human being. So yun ang yun ang ultimate reason why the devil takes possession. But there are some who by fault of their own get possessed. There are some, for example, those who involve in the occult. They parang open themselves to the possibility. They create an opening for the demon to enter. Or
so, mas prone po yung mga taong ganun.
Yes, very, very, very prone. Okay, people who live in sin. Yun ang pero hindi porket ang tao ay sinapian, hindi porket siya sinapian, ibig sabihin ng the person sa sinner. Basically, the albularyo's, they get their powers from demonic powers. That many of our cases, really, ang cases nila actually, ang possessions nila nanggaling sa consultation sa mga albularyo.
Yung tita ko kasi, para siyang albularyo. Tapos, pumunta siya sa bahay. Tapos meron akong parang infection. Tapos, anong nangyari? Sabi sa akin ng lola ko dun sa tita ko, "Uy, tignan mo nga yan. May infection yan, di gumagaling. Kahit ilang beses na namin pinapagamot, ayaw pa rin gumaling." Tapos ang ginawa nung tita ko, pinaupo niya ako sa sofa. Tapos nandun siya sa sahig. Tapos, ang ginawa niya, kinuha niya yung hinlalaki niya, tapos dinikit niya dun sa middle na toe ko, sa may paa ko. Tapos, ang masakit. Tapos sinabi niya, masakit ba? Tapos sabi ko, oo, masakit nga, sobrang sakit.
Una muna, an exorcist does not immediately exorcise. He makes sure that the possession is real. So, the subject, the so-called possessed person, is required to undergo a psychiatric evaluation to make sure it's not nuts. Okay. After the psychiatric clearance, then we interview. We interview in order to see why it happened, why is there a possession, anong naging opening niya, what has the person done in order to expose himself to demonic possessions. And then the person in the meantime is given assignments, and given assignments like rectify first his relationship with the Lord, go back to the sacraments, etc., etc., etc. And then a time is appointed. And that's just it. It's just a series of prayers. The priest, the exorcist, takes his stole, wraps it around the neck of the shoulder, the nape of the exorcised, and then says the prayers. He uses a cross, he uses some relics, and it says some prayers. And then, the length, the duration of the exorcism would depend on
The strength of the demon.
the stubbornness, actually. The
Stubbornness.
stubbornness of the demon.
Hindi ko kasi maintindihan kung ako talaga yung nasa katawan ko o hindi. Basta parang alam ko yung nangyari na hindi ko ma-explain eh. Tapos, ang nangyari, sabi sa akin, ayan na, sabing ganon. Tapos biglang umiinit yung mukha ko, tapos sabi nila, nagbabago daw yung mukha ko. Tapos, sabi nila, yun na daw yung bata. Sabi ng tita ko, yung bata daw yun 3 years old. Tapos nangungulit daw siya. Tapos tinatanong daw nila, ba't ka nandyan? Ba't ka nangungulit? Ano bang ginagawa mo dyan? Ganon. Tapos ang sinasabi ko lang daw, hagulgo daw ako ng hagulgo. Sabi ko, tama na po, ayoko na. Paulit-ulit lang na ganon.
Suka. Ako na, wala namang just continue prayers. Usually pag ganon, kasi I get distracted, so I usually just pay attention to prayers. The suka was actually nails, concrete nails, paper clips, wire, na maiksi, all solid things. There was nothing liquid. All of them solid things. That's Barang. Sabi pa rin siya, it's Barang. Alam yung mga film na yung parang may blade, pero you don't see the blade, but you see the incisions happening in front of your very eyes, developing.
Ano po yun? Incisions na random incisions?
No, hindi nga eh. The result, nag-ano pa siya, nagpipentagram siya. Pero yung incision talaga. Nasusugat talaga siya. Pero as I said, those are simply intimidations. The final objective, the ultimate objectives of the exorcist is really to drive away the demon.
Siguro kung binigyan ako ng chance na pumunta sa pare, kasi yung nangyari sa akin parang accidental lang eh, kasi nagkataon lang na pupunta yung tita ko doon at sinabi niya meron akong dala. Kung bibigyan ako ng chance na pumunta sa isang exorcist, parang hindi ko naman gagawin yun kasi medyo marelihiyosa naman akong tao at saka I think pwede naman yun idiretso agad kay Lord. Pwede mo siya daan sa dasal. Kapag siguro sa sarili ko na naramdaman ko na hindi na kaya nung sarili ko na dasal yun, tsaka lang ako pumunta sa pare siguro. Since medical professional ako, nurse ako kasi, alam ko kung bakit may mga possible reasons or explanations ako na alam ko kung bakit ako nagkakaganito. Although, inaamin ko na ang tagal ko nang may ganito, tapos hindi pa rin talaga siya gumagano.
The exorcist must live an integral life, a truly Christian life, a truly priestly life. Basically, if a person, if the Lord is for us, who can be against us? It's our St. Paul. If the Lord is against us, if the Lord is for us, who can be against us? So an exorcist must always strive to live a life that is true to his vocation.